Dude, say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I don't, say you will stay with me, say la vie.
Hey. Maybe you should be the rapper in our fucking new
It's
fan.
not rap, it's a say la, it's from the Irish
No,
response.
but you were, but how fast you were saying it though, dude.
No.
Busta Bluet, man.
I don't like that.
Busta Boomkin.
Oh, Mage's bust here. Daniel Totems, I've got you.
Oh my god, that was insanely clutch.
I know.
xDefiant has a problem. Being a free-to-play arena shooter using an anti-cheat that has had some well-known issues in the past, the future of xDefiant will be determined by the developer's response to cheaters moving forward. As a free-to-play game, the potential for issues to grow exponentially with new accounts being made is an unfortunate reality that could quickly push away a portion of the game's player base. In this video, I will dive into a bit of the history of the anti-cheat xDefiant uses, as well as showcase footage in the background of the first cheater I have personally encountered within the game. My name is Dante, and thanks for tuning in today. Consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video. When I first heard that xDefiant was using Battleye as its anti-cheat, I was a little worried to say the least. With over 1,000 hours in Escape from Tarkov, I have lost a lot of trust in Battleye as a capable deterrent to cheaters, and I'll be honest. I didn't really know much about what or how Battleye does its job, and how it has combated cheaters in so many different games in the past. So, before I make a 10-minute video just shitting on Battleye and everything it's about, I did decide to do some research on what it actually is, how it works, and the software's history. In the video description, I will put all the resources I used when doing this research, just so that you can take a look for yourselves if you're curious. Battleye's first version dropped in 2004 as an unofficial third-party software supporting Battlefield Vietnam. According to Wikipedia, Battleye is currently implemented in 27 different games. However, data on SteamDB shows that unofficially, the anti-cheat software is being used on over 80 titles total. The general consensus that I have found is that a lot of users sharing their thoughts online dislike Battleye. However, the more research I do, the more it turns out that a lot of users in general just dislike any anti-cheat that's ever been created. Probably just because no anti-cheat software is perfect, and no matter which anti-cheat a game is using, there's always going to be cheaters, and there's always going to be people capable of breaching said software. It was actually a lot more difficult than I expected to find information about how Battleye works. Most of the official documentation on Battleye's website is pretty vague for what I would assume is just security purposes. Eventually, I did stumble upon two resources that kind of jumped out to me as like the holy grail of info, both of which were forum posts made by cheaters who were looking for information on how to bypass this software. And based on this info, I learned that Battleye can be considered invasive software, although not as invasive as some other kernel-level anti-cheats like Vanguard that Riot uses. When you're playing a game supported by Battleye, it constantly scans your file system and memory to identify any anomalies that could be present. If caught cheating, Battleye does what's called a hardware ID ban, which not only bans your account, but also captures and blacklists the hardware you're using within your computer. In turn, any account you make and use while on the same hardware will subsequently get banned. It can be spoofed, but it's a great means to get the nefarious individuals out of these games. Over time, the Battleye team has learned and adapted to different kinds of cheats, so it has a pretty large baseline of what to look for by default, and because of this, the software is always expanding and becoming better. In terms of games that use Battleye though, the general consensus is that this software blows butt cheeks. 90% of the posts I found on Battleye were Reddit users shitting on how much the game they play is littered with cheaters, or someone on a cheat forum explaining how easy it is to actually bypass the software. So, as I wrap up this section of the video, I am still left questioning if Battleye is actually good or not. But back to the main reason I'm making the video at all. Let's look at what xDefiant using Battleye looks like for the future of the title. First off, the fact that the game has an anti-cheat at all is massive, and a huge improvement to how other games like Call of Duty were for years before they added their anti-cheat. The fact that there is even some level of protection present is a great start, and looks really good for the future of the game and the longevity of this ongoing battle that's going to happen between the devs and cheaters. In the almost 100 hours of time that I've personally put into this game so far, I've actually only encountered 3 cheaters. all of which have gotten banned since those games. I'm assuming, since I can't find their profiles anymore. And a lot of friends I've talked to actually haven't even encountered cheaters yet either, which is really good. Maybe in reality, the issue isn't as bad as it seems, but it's really hard to separate seeing what's happening to other people, as the ones who aren't having issues just won't post about it, when the people that have been having issues or are seeing cheaters every other game are the ones who complain constantly. So realistically, this could be one of those situations where the loud minority outweighs the silent majority, and we could be getting skewed results with this. One thing I hope that Ubisoft does do in the future, though, is give us numbers on how many bans they've been performing. Basically, keep us up to date, sort of like how Blizzard announces their ban waves, or Battlestate Games gives us an update on cheaters in Tarkov. I suppose this could be used as a negative in the long run, showing how many cheaters are actually in-game, but I also think it helps show the player base, hey, we're working on it, these are the people we've axed this month, and we'll be back next month to tell you what's going on as well. All that being said, I do think the devs have done a really great job communicating what's in store for the game so far. Looking at the updates coming soon that is set to address the netcode and jump spamming, people complained about that for a while, and now the devs have responded and said that this is coming in the next update. I'm hoping they keep that feedback loop of criticism turning into adjustments and improvements going for the future, and I think that will really contribute to the overall health and longevity of the game as well. Lastly, I'd like to thank you for tuning into the video. If you did enjoy watching, consider dropping a like or a sub. Also, go ahead and tell me in the comments if you've encountered a cheater in the game, or maybe if you've had bad or good experiences with Battleye in previous games that you'd like to share. Lastly, if you do want to catch me live, go follow me on Twitch, where I sometimes stream what I'm playing. Peace out, gamers.